Various views were expressed following the publication of the investigation report on Sri Lanka by the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights in Geneva yesterday.
Although the words both sides has been used on most places, it has been left out. In the end, there is only one side. Although they call for a hybrid court, there will be none like that. Foreign justices will come here and persons will come to render the technical support to them. It will become a branch of the International Criminal Court. The TNA says it welcomes the report of the investigation conducted by the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights and its recommendations. The TNA appeals to all parties and particularly the government of Sri Lanka to accept this report. The TNA says that it will use this moment so as to create an enabling culture and atmosphere in which the Tamil people could live with dignity and self-respect as equal citizens of Sri Lanka. The UN Human Rights Report calls for a hybrid court integrating international judges, prosecutors, lawyers and investigators. There is also an unclear situation. We hope for a broad explanation on the hybrid courts. The Tamil people continue to hope for an international investigation. The Prince has made it clear that it is most suitable for the UN Human Rights Council to intervene in this. We cannot agree to that. What we saw in the past was a fascist-style, murderous administration. Even the judiciary was destroyed. We are speaking after the revolution. The Prince has forgotten that there was a revolution. The foreign minister is saying that this is not a criminal court. At the end of the investigation, if one faces charges, what mechanism will be followed? We need to support and encourage to ensure that our people can undertake this. If Saudi Arabia controls the east, if Tamil Nadu controls the north, there will be no state to govern the south. The state can sometimes be the United Nations or even a hybrid state. There's a word in Sinhalese.
Hybrid වල සිංහලෙන් වචනයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ සිංහල වෙන වචනේ පටන් ගන්නේ පොයන්නේ. ඉවර වෙන්නේ නයන්නේ.
We do not need any international courts. We do not need any international investigation. If there is any international investigation, withdraw them. There are intellectuals who can conduct an investigation in the country. I deny the allegations made against the army. However, if an isolated incident is taking place, if there is a credible evidence to prove that claim, we will not object for an investigation. The army will not pose any objection. When this was discussed during the previous government, there was a list of names. There were 48 names in the list. This time around, there have been amendments and there wasn't even a single name citing an allegation against any particular person. They are not directly accusing us of such acts. They noted that the trust needs to be placed on the President and the government. We will be monitoring this. We cannot make a submission on this. On the 24th, the final report will be presented. This will be mainly directed by the United States. Those who voted against at the United Nations will be expected to support this. Sometimes it will be passed unanimously. For example, take India and China. Sometimes there will be support for a domestic inquiry.